Oh, what up, what up? OJT Gamer back. It's been a while. I took a couple days off. I had to do some shit. My goodness. I am not liking this new patch for Legends of RuneTerra. Oh my god, this hurts my fucking soul. They gave us some, deck ideas and stuff like that. I don't know why we'd want to do this. I don't know. I don't know who wants to do this. Who wants to know so much about other decks and copy them and play them and stuff like that. I don't I don't like this at all. Here they're like metagame snapshot. They like to know hey, provide more visibility on overall metagame and all this other stuff. But it's like this incentivizes people to copy it. Maybe at the very least copy it and then tweak it to their own, likes and stuff. But I don't fucking like it. I don't like it because I like to make my own shit. I know there's a lot of you out there that like to make your own decks your own way, and it's like when you get that win, you're like, oh, it's like I succeeded because it's my skill, my thoughts, and my heart and soul into it, and I put it out there, and I got blasted by it, or it's really good, or it's really meta and stuff, and then they just put this up here for others to copy, and it's kind of like meh. But I don't care. I mean, I do care, but I mean, I'm gonna move on. I'm not gonna dwell on that for too long. The champions, this is nice. Okay, so Lucian, what's it say? Can now trigger the same round. Okay, so I had this problem before where Jinx was like, she would empty her hand and then she wouldn't get her ability. But if you had an Ashe level up in that turn and then she attacked, she'd be able to not have blockers if they're all zeros or whatever. So I'm glad that certain characters are coming back to light, because this change is similar to the one to Jinx. So they noticed that those characters needed that. You know what I mean? They needed to have those QOLs and the quality of life, and that's very important. Shyvana's designed around attacking, but her stat line often kept her from being able to put. You're right. She was soft. She was a 3/3, and then she became a 4. And it's like, dude, you basically want her to always go in and fight and die. So if you always want her to fight, what if there's a character out there or a wall? Maybe you get her on turn 5 or 6. By then she's outplayed, outscaled, and all this stuff. So you're gonna have to buff her up and stuff like that with some from some help from some other buffing kind of decks and stuff. So whatever. I haven't really gotten into the dragons all that much. I got more into the stuff that's about to get hit. Oh, so hard. I didn't actually even read Vladimir. Old text attack for each. I don't play Vladimir at all. I don't understand him. Even when I fight again, even when they attack me with him and I look, I'm like, how am I dead? And it's like, I hit the scrying orb, and the scrying orb tells me I'll be at 0, and I'll be like, all right, let me put these blockers here. I'm like, I don't understand what's killing me. So maybe, I don't know, maybe there's some quality of life for a dumb like me, Old text attack for each attacking ally other than Vladimir. Deal 1 to it and deal 1 to the nexus. New text says attack for each attacking ally on my right. Deal 1 to it and 1 to the enemy nexus. You've had 6 allies survive, so they. So if he goes first, everyone to his right. Right? Yeah. Yeah, because, okay, so they see it this way. So they want Vladimir to attack first, not be last, and then get all this health, I guess. I don't know. It makes it so that I guess he has to go first. We're giving Vladimir a small boost by making his level up condition easier to achieve and giving players more agency in choosing which allies are hit by his. Oh, okay, cool. Okay, I see what they're saying. So you could put characters on your left if you don't want them to die. If they're all a bunch of 1-drops, they don't just instantly drop, or they got 1 health or something like that. That's cool. I like that. That's neat. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. So Vladimir comes out, and I don't know, some chaotic nonsense happens, and they blow up your guys and they lower them a little bit, and then he attacks. You want them to at least still deal damage, or even get his effect, stuff like that. But this is what hurts me the most right here. So Trundle could be a 5/5 then. If they're gonna hit his health, they can make him a 5/5. He doesn't need it because he comes in, he gets 5/5 as soon as he attacks, but you know, it's when he attacks he gets the 5/5, but whatever, it's fine. He has regeneration. It's really not that big a deal. But they lowered him. I have saved Trundle from so many 5 drops that have 5 that they come out with, like, you know, they give him like +4 or +2 attack or +3, you know, whatever. Or I take a Mystic Shot, or I take something else, and I take all this damage, and I give him certain things that, like, just give him just enough. But he'll escape with like 1 HP, and I'm like, whew. And then the next turn he's back, baby, to 6, and now he's a 4. He goes from 6 health to 5. Oh mama, that hurts. Oh mama. And it's respectively, you know, being reduced on his level up. But oh boy, that sucks. There's ways to get him up there. It's not a big deal, but you know, that sucks. And then his pillar, I agree with the pillar nerf, because essentially the pillar was always free anyway. On turn 8, it was always free. I don't give a fuck. You play it. They can do all kinds of shit to kill it. That's fine. But I was blocking, like, with 8 health, I was blocking like 6 drops and 7 drops that, like, want to kill your shit. And the pillar was just like, yeah, I'll block, and then I'll find a way to heal it up. Like the 6 drop that gives you regeneration. I would give the pillar regeneration and just constantly pull people. You guys have seen me do this shit. If you've seen any of my old videos, I'll use pillar as an attacker and just to drag attackers or defenders off the wall, off the board, you know, like big threats that can hit back my Trundle or something like that, you know. So for it to be a 6, it becomes so, like, literally vulnerable. It becomes extremely vulnerable. I think it was a good nerf. It hurts my feelings though, because I love Trundle. I love the Trundle trolls. I'm excited if they get more trolls later on in life, man. This Ezreal shit, I hate Ezreal. So he went from 10 to now 6, and his old text said, Nexus Strike, create a fleeting Mystic Shot in hand when you. So now it's Nexus Strike, create a fleeting Mystic Shot in hand. And then when you use it when you cast a spell, deal 1 to the enemy Nexus versus 2. And if you target an enemy, it kind of like ricochets, I guess, which is fine. We want to take an alternative but hopefully healthier direction for Ezreal, an easier level up condition in return for more conditional output of Ezreal level 2. We also want to remove much of his current burst speed potential to open up more possibilities for counterplay. We're leaving some of that potential. What was that? We're also leaving some of that potential along with an easier level up, so that he can still serve current decks while providing a new incentive to continue targeting opposing units, giving players the option to play a bit more of a control game. I think he's just gonna I think this is a huge nerf for him, or a buff. I think he's gonna be stronger because he levels up. He levels up four spells sooner. That's pretty big. And now what they're gonna want him to do is, like, if he gets an extra strike. Well, I guess not, because so when you cast a spell, deal 1 to the enemy nexus. If you target an enemy, deal 2 to the enemy. So now he's actually, like, controlling. He like they said, he is really just attacking your units, and he's also benefiting from, like, the AoE. So he's like, I kill this guy, but I also got this benefit of hitting you for 2. It's not a lose-lose situation for him, because before it would be like, oh, I want to throw a spell so I can go directly to your face. Now he doesn't. Before he'd have to ignore units, and now to go to your face and kill you in like 1 or 2 turns. With Karma out there, I mean, the same turn. He'd come out, he'd level up, boom, 1 mystic shot, double mystic shots, 3 mystic shots in your face, something like that. Or 2 mystic shots plus the 2 damage that you would get from the extra 4 damage you would get from the spells, whatever. It would, boom, boom, boom. Your health would drop down significantly fast. Now it's like, oh, you have a unit out there. I'm gonna smash that unit while I'm ricocheting to your face. Ezreal's not even like that. Ezreal is like, he uses his the spell that kind of like puts like a little halo around you, and then when you shoot, when you auto or use a spell or use your ult or whatever, it then hits you for more. It's almost like a double sheen proc. And now it's like he's got like AoE, and I don't think he's an AoE character, though he does have AoE spells. And the way they did the AoE spells are fun, because if you go by the game League of Legends, he shoots a Q at you, he hits you. He shoots an arcane shift and he jumps off and a little fireball or something hits you. He uses his ult, it goes through everybody and it hits everybody. But they already have that spell, which does like cost 7, does like 4, 3, 1 or some shit like that. So that spell is already doing that. This sucks because now he can kill your guys while also, you know, doing face damage. That's gonna be rough. I'm already gonna see Ezreal in my nightmares. Jinx, again, she levels up. She gets to have her empty hand right then and there. Cool, you're good. Let me get that rocket. I like that a lot. Taric could use better combat stats to enable him to both attack more cleanly and contribute more to the defensive rounds. Okay, that's fine. That's decent. You know, Taric does damage, especially in League of Legends. He does damage. He'll hit 1, 2, he'll pop, pop, clap your face. Tiana Crown Guard got a buff. She got a huge buff. I love this. She got 1/1 for her stat line. This is really good. She's a stat stick with tough and rally. She's awesome. That's really good for her. Weirding Stones got nerfed. To me, I think is pretty bad. I think the nerf on this is pretty bad. It's got 0 attack. That means if you're gonna take away something from the Weirding Stones, I don't know, give it something back. I don't know, maybe like a little laser on the top or something, so it can hit you back. Because yes, this is helping you ramp up, but the amount of damage that you could technically be taking because of, like, now a 3-drop can just kill you. A 2-drop, a 1-drop can kill this card. A 1-drop. That sucks. A 1-drop can kill this card. And it's a fucking 3-spell card. Yes, it's helping you ramp up. Who gives a fuck? It having health and no damage was its cost. It's balance. I mean, maybe I'm butthurt because it's, you know, I enjoy playing this region so much. We want to open up more counterplay to mana ramp strategies, given the additional power tools they're gaining since Call of the Mountains. So we're reverting to an old buff to Weirding Stones in order to give opposing decks more opportunities to delay powerful endgame cards. But there's so many ways to destroy this. Okay, so now this thing dies to again, a 1-drop. It dies to like little spells that do 3 damage. This now does 4 instead of 3 damage. It's gonna kill it with 4 because now this got buffed. There's a Black Spear got buffed. If you kill an ally, it now deals, you know, 3 instead of 4. So if you kill one of your guys to, let's say, like a Shadow Isles, if you destroy a guy to draw 2 cards, and then you got 1-drop that turns into like a 3-drop or turns into a 3/3. Now can be like, all right, I'm going to hit you for 3/3. You can normally block this when it was nerfed. I don't know. I don't like it. You could have normally blocked it, but now you can't even block it. And then if you kill a unit, you can actually just slay this thing anyway and be like, fuck it, it's dead. So it's going to make ramp really hard because the 2-drop is the Faces of the Old Ones. That's 0/2. 0/2 is really weak also, but that's okay. If it was a 0/3, I'd be happy with that. But nerfing this was, I don't know, kind of bums me out. Fuzzy Caretaker. I didn't play this guy that much. And it looks like they dropped him from a 4-drop to a 3-drop. I guess he was a 3/3 before. Now he's a 3/2. It's fine. Whatever. Yeah, he's fine, I guess. I don't really care about him. I do care about Mina Swiftfoot. Holy shit. Okay, so she got quick attack. That's awesome. She has a really good ability. She can take 3 guys off the board. She can just say goodbye to 3 people. She's won me games in the past. And she has quick attack. Yeah, she's got a hefty fucking fee of 9. But she is so worthy of it now because she's got quick attack and she can take 3 bodies off the board. You can't. Mina's effectiveness hasn't lined up with her cost. Quick attack and additional stats should let her be a more effective game ender after hitting the board. She's gonna hit her hitting the board at what she was fine. Even at 6, even a 6'5", right? She was 6'5" previously. She was taking off the board 3 units. So okay, let's say my opponent plays a dragon, a 10 cost dragon or celestial, right? Boom, he plays it, he runs out of mana, no more juice, he's got 3 characters, swift fucking foot off the board, 6 damage was coming to your face, plus whatever you had coming. That's an endgamer. So now this being like this, man, I don't see a negative on this except for the fact that she's just stronger now. This is an all-around buff. So, good for you. I like that. It's really good. Yeah, I have no more to say to that. The Funsmith sucks. Her cost went down, cool, and her power went down. Why does a 4-drop have so little stats? Because all of her spells and skills deal 1 extra damage. Like, was this going? Let me see what they have to say about it. Funsmith has never been able to find a home given its cost and relative fragility. Well, yeah. Okay, and plus a relative sucky attack. So we're bringing it down and bringing her down the curve to make it a more enticing and flexible option. So I'm thinking, wait, is she? I'm wondering, does she pair so well with Bilgewater? If that's why she has like less of an attack or something like that? Because she's a 4-drop. A 1-drop is dropping her if you need to block. That sucks. I see cards that way, and I see cards like with a get excited and she's gone. She's off the board. So I don't know. Are there any buffs in her thing? You can suit her up, I guess, but then you'd be wasting a spell. And that's not her purpose. Her purpose isn't to be strong. Her purpose is to like deal extra damage to your face and shit. I don't know. Maybe somebody will make an awesome deck with her, and you know, it'll be something amazing. Have her come out and then Riptide Rex right after. Obviously in the next turn or some shit like that, but and then her spells will do extra damage. They reduced his power, so now he's got a 6, which is fine. I didn't like Riptide Rex. I didn't really care for him. He sucks. He would beat me he would beat you hard. He would beat you down. The sheer volume of cannon barrage laid down by Riptide Rexes have made him too consistently at wiping boards, finishing games with his high power, and ultimately preventing counterplay while also posing a long-term issue with our board's 9 spell ability limit. Yeah, what they should do is just have the chain go lower, you know, like just like Star Wars that shit, you know, screen crawl that, you know, that's the chain. If you have enough spell mana, go for it. Not have a cap on it. I don't know. So this guy's health went up. This Eclipse Dragon, I thought he was pretty big. Eclipse Dragon stats were underwhelming given its lack of immediate game impact, and we'd like it to be more generally effective option for both big dragons and daybreak decks. Yeah, that's fine. I didn't really care because, again, the dragons that I like to play the lower ones because I want to get them out fast, and the lower ones, the ones that have like Challenger and like the Spell Shield, and they're just all around like a 4/4/4 with Fury. It's nice. I like those like quick. They come out on really early and they get big and they beat your face in. By the time you have a big unit, maybe I can get an Azel out or something like that. You know, they just mess around a lot. So you didn't really need someone this big to be a dragon, and if you do, you would think the dragons would be like fucking massive. So I don't know. Maybe this is really good. What does he do again? The next dragon or celestial unit you play costs 2 less. Okay, the next one. So if on turn 7 you play him on for Daybreak, the next one comes out 2 less, which is nice because you can play him on like for as a 5-drop if you have 2 of them. Nightfall, create a random dragon follower and celestial follower in hand. So he's got a good effect. He has a really good effect. But I never played him. And boy, Trundle took a hit, man. And I have a lot of decks with Trundle lit, so I'm gonna have to see how this works out. We'll see how hard this affects my deck making, because I built a lot of decks around this stupid fucking this duo right here, you know. But whatever. There's always ways to buff him up and stuff, so I'm not too worried about it. I just, instead of maybe attacking when he comes out, maybe I'll save some spell mana for the next turn. But there's so many ways nowadays. So many ways now to remove him, you know. I don't know. I feel like he'll die quickly. I feel like he'll die a lot quicker, and I don't like it, so. But I'll leave it at that. I'm not going to talk about any of the other lower stuff here, because I really don't care. I don't care. They're adding some things. That's fine. I don't care. But this stuff right here, that's a lot of cards. That is a lot of cards. Anyway, I'll see you guys later. Maybe drop a like and comment. Maybe subscribe if you like what you hear. Thanks. And it's all I got.